Okay, so today we're going to see numbers from 0 to 100 in French. I know we have seen from 0 to 20, I think.
Yep.
So we're going to go through them pretty fast. So while learning, sorry, you were going to say something?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
So while learning numbers, they are essential for everyday life. We use them to count objects and people, as you know, tell time and dates, give prices and phone numbers, and express age. So pronunciation rules. This one is something you have to take on your notebook so you can begin writing as I'm saying them, okay?
Okay.
So that you can look it up after. The first pronunciation rule is the final consonants are often silent. So for example, this, then it's this. You don't hear the X, kind of. Quatre, it's quatre. You don't hear the quatre, you know what I mean? Like the E, you don't hear it. Liaison is common. So we're going to see, for example, 18 means 18. You were going to see that you hear the Z between the D and the 8. So 18. This one has to be a Z, but like, you know what I mean, right?
Yep.
For the R sounds in quatre and 40, 40 means 40. It is pronounced in the back of the throat. They're like the way it is pronounced is quatre. It comes from the back of your throat. And the last one is about 21, 31, 41. They include A. So we say 21 for 21. 31 is 31. 41 is 41. You know, they include the A. So yeah. So basically, I'll wait for you to write them down and we'll move on to the next one, which is checking the numbers 0 to 10, and then we'll follow up with the rest.
Okay, done.
Sure. So 0 to 10, do you want to read them for me so that you can make sure you know them by
Sure.
heart?
0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. So I read them 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, we say 6, 7,
Yep.
8, 9, 10. You want to check if the way you wrote the pronunciation before is good?
Yep. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me just write down the pronunciation. I didn't write
Sure.
them.
Go ahead.
Done.
Perfect. So we move on to the next one, which is 11 to 20. Did we do these already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so read them for me, please.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Perfect. That's good. Do you want to write down the pronunciation?
Yep. Done.
Perfect. Next up is 21 to 30. So this is what I'm talking about. It's a bit different. It's just what you have to remember apart from 21, the other one you just need 20 and the other number next
Okay.
to it. So 21 is 21, 22 is 22, 23 is 23, 24 is 24, 25 is 25, 26 is 26, 27 is 27, 28 is 28, 29 is 29, and 30 is 30. So do you want to read them for me? Just
Sure.
right? Go ahead.
When the, when tra, when quatre, when cinq, when six, when sept, when huit, when neuf, trente.
Okay. So write them down with the pronunciation.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. Do you have any questions on these ones?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Just need to remember when.
So yeah, we're going to see some exceptions when we get to the 70s ones.
Okay.
There are some exceptions, but for this one, it's the same way. The others, the only difference is 40. You see,
Okay.
40 is 40. So
Yep.
I want you to take these as a note first.
Okay.
Then we'll get to pronounce them.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. Do you want to pronounce them first? Sorry. Pronounce them first for me.
Yeah. 31, 32, 33, 33, 34,
Can
35.
you actually say them in English and then in French? Just to make
Um,
sure you remember them.
like 31, like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
31, 31. 32,
Okay.
32. Go ahead.
31, 31, 32, 32,
Mhm.
33, 33, 34, 34, 35-35, 36-36, 37-37, 38-38, 39-39, 40-40.
Perfect. You got them. So let's move to the next ones. There isn't really much difference. See what I mean? So
Yeah.
31, 41, it's the same. You just add an ET between your number and the main number, which is
Mm-hmm.
40. So write them down and we'll move
Okay.
on to pronunciation.
Okay.
While you're writing them down, I'm going to read them so that you
Okay.
have an easy way of reading them after.
Okay.
So 41, 41, 42, 42, 43, 43, 44, 44, 45, 45, 46, 46, 47, 47, 48, 48, 49, 49, 50, 50.
Done.
Okay. Let's move on to 51 to 60. Same thing. So I'm going to read them, but just write them down first.
Oh.
So 51, 51, 52, 52, 53, 53, 54, 54, 55, 55, 56, 56, 57, 57, 58, 58, 59, 59, 59, 60, 60. Basically, they are more like the sound is
Mm-hmm.
the way I see it is not 50. On dit 50, oui, but it does sound 50, 50, 51. See what I mean?
Okay.
Like an
Yeah.
E. But formally, we say 51, 52. But with time, and you're gonna hear a lot of people say this is 50. 51, 52, like if there was an E instead of IN.
Okay.
So just remember both pronunciation. I'm going to annotate this because you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear people say 50, not
Mm-hmm.
50, tu vois?
Okay.
It's gonna be like 50. Sorry, it's in white. Just a minute. Let me put it into black or red. It's gonna be 50. A lot of people, you're gonna hear a lot of people say 50. Just know it's
Okay.
50. It's the same thing. Of course,
Okay.
in the TEF exam, I would
Mm-hmm.
recommend 50, you know. But if
Count.
you
Okay.
hear from, sorry,
Okay.
if you hear from the person who is teaching, who is giving you the interview or the person who is orally saying 50,
Mm-hmm.
just know it's 50. It's not
Okay.
a big difference.
Okay.
It's just the way people pronounce it is different.
Done.
Perfect. Let's move to the next one. It's better. I know it's better for us to do these ones today because I want to get
Mm.
them out of the way. Because you're gonna discover in the 70 and 60, 70 and 90, I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From 71 to 80, and from 91 to 100. There are pronunciation, you understand what they mean. So
Okay.
here is 61 and 70 to 70. So write them as I pronounce them.
Okay.
So 61 is 61, 62 is 62, 63, 63, 64, 64, 65, 65, 66, 66, 67, 67, 68, 68, 69, 69, 70, 70. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Not
This time.
c'est pas
Yeah.
70 to something like that. It's 70. It's like saying if you take 60 and you add a 10, if you take a
Mm-hmm.
60 and you add a 10, you have a 70. So that's the way the 70s part is. So yeah, so finish writing them down. Then if you can read them back to me.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. Now read them back to me, please.
Yep. Swasant. Is it Swasant?
60. 60.
60. Okay. 61, 62, 60, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70.
That's good. That's good. That's perfect. Do you have any questions on these?
N- Then the 71 might be different as well, right?
Yeah,
If it's
yeah. It's 70, 61. So it's
okay.
here it's this, here it's
Yeah.
adding the other parts, these parts that we saw.
Yeah.
These, you use them to actually add them to 60.
Okay.
You see that? So 61.
Yeah.
Anyway, begin writing number 71 to 80. I will tell you how they sound.
Okay.
Donc, 71 is 60, 71, sorry. 71, 71. 72, 72. 73, 73, 74, 74, 75, 75, 76, 76, 77, 77, 78, 79, sorry, 78, 79, 79, and 80 is another exception. It's 80. So 4 20s.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so it's a bit confusing at the end between the 70 and the 100.
Mm-hmm.
They have some exceptions to how they are written and how they sound and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot to write also. That's why I was asking, do you know the ones from 1 to 20? Because especially the ones from 10 to 20 are the ones that make up for the 70 part.
Yeah.
Not make up, like help you do the 70 part. You have to know them.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Perfect. Do you want to read them back to me, please?
Yep.
So
Percent.
remember, it's like 60, and you add the other part.
Okay. 71, 60 11, 62, 63, 64, 75,
Mhm.
76, 77,
Here.
okay, 78, 79, 80.
Okay, you catch your breath? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to La La Land.
My tongue was twisting. I don't know why.
It's fine. La La Land is 80, but it's even worse when you get to 90.
Hmm.
You see this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
come
it's
in.
this one plus
Mm-hmm.
a 10 and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
begin to write them. I will say them so that you
Oh.
know them, but at the same time, I want you to write them down. So 81, 81. You see, I'm doing the liaison, the link between the T, the last T, and the un.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because you have a voyelle in un. The other
Okay.
ones are going to be different. So
Mm-hmm.
81, 82, 82, 83, 83, 84, 84, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87, 87, 88, 88. You see here also we have a liaison, a link between the T and the H, the silent H, because it's actually a silent H. That's why we'll link it, so that it gives you 88. You hear the T. 89, sorry, 89, 89, 90, 90. So write them down and then read them back to me.
Okay.
And don't worry, we're going to do exercises on them, so.
Okay. Done.
Perfect. So read them back to me.
80, 81, 82,
No, wait.
80.
81.
Oh yeah, 81.
Yeah. The only ones that you pronounce the T like you insist on it is actually the first. Sorry, let me just, I'm trying to, okay, sorry. Okay, it's here. Let me go back. So 81 and 88. That's where you
Okay.
hear the T. The rest is like consonant, so no hearing of the T. Go ahead.
Okay. 81, 80, 83, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88,
Yes,
89, 90.
this. It's like
This.
saying this.
This.
THIS. But when this.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And we have the last part. Don't be discouraged. We're almost done with this. The La La Land. So basically, you take the 80 that you had and you add to it the rest. So just
Okay.
start writing them down. I will pronounce them for you first.
Okay.
So 91 is 91. 92 is 92. 93 is 93. 94 is 94. 95 is 95. 96 is 96. 97 is 97. 98 is 98. 99 is 99. And 100 is 100. Yeah. Take your time to write them down. Then we are going to see how we use numbers in age.
Okay.
Okay. So read them back to me.
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
Perfect. So let's go to age. Do you have any questions on these?
No, but how we will do 200? For example, that will be the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
100 is pretty easy. It's 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Et
Okay.
après, you have 1000, which is 1000.
Then if we wanna say 398, that will be 380 this and with.
Yeah.
Okay.
397.
Okay.
Definitely. I know I said it very fast, but
Hmm.
you'll get to that point soon.
Okay.
So yeah, let me just write it down for you if you wanted to say it. So it would be 397, you said? Is
Yeah.
300. And I think it takes an S. 180. Not sure. 80. 20. This. Set. That would be the one. But the hundreds are pretty easy.
Mhm.
And the other one I wanted to annotate was 1000. 1000 is 1000. And it's pretty easy after that. If it's 2000, it's gonna be 2000. It just 1000 takes an S.
That's
Perfect. You wrote down these,
yeah.
and 10,000 is 10,000, and it goes like that. Like you were
Yep.
to say 10,000. It's 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I clear everything?
Yep.
Okay. Using numbers and age. J'ai 24 ans. I am 24 years old. So if you want to write down just how to say it, you are 23, right?
Yeah. I turned 23 now. Yeah.
Okay, so 23 ans. You got it? Did you?
Yep.
Okay. Using numbers in time. Il est 8 heures. It is 8 o'clock. Right?
Yeah. But let me just write this one down.
Yeah. We will see time for in details in another lesson, but that's
Okay.
how you say it, because this is o'clock, but you have like 15, like it is 8:15, like il
Okay.
est 8h15, like we use quart because it's like the
Mm-hmm.
quarter of it, of the hour. We say, let me write them down because I want to, like, I'll give you the basics and then the other
Mm-hmm.
one is actually from the numbers.
Okay.
So here, if you say it is 8:15, sorry, trying to find something. Yeah, 15. It's going to be il est 8h15. It is 7:30. Il est 7h30. The half is demi. and half, that's what I mean. Is it is 6:45. So il est 6 heures moins quart. Minus. Moins means minus. So that's the basic ones. The rest is actually from numbers. It is 5:27. Il est 5 heures. 5h27.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to write them down so that we can skip that lesson a bit because it's not
Okay.
that complicated.
Done.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm muting myself because I'm just eating something. So
It's fine, no problem.
yeah.
So let me skip to the next one. So now we're going to see using numbers in shopping.
Okay.
So using numbers in shopping, it's pretty easy. Ce livre coûte 50 euros. This book costs 50 euros. I'm using euros here just to give you an international view of things. But
Mhm.
yeah.
So in French, is it like euros for everything, or is like a different currency as well?
No. This is just an example. This is just
Okay.
an example. But normally I should have gone. It's because it's my assistant who does my diapos, my presentations.
Okay.
Ce bonbon coûte 5 dollars. It's not, you could say also dollar canadien. I would precise
Okay.
when it is. Uh, for pounds, we have let's go with livre. Same thing. The livre coûte 25, let's say 25. 25 pound is livre sterling. Sterling. C'est comme ça que ça se dit pound in pound.
Okay.
Means pound currency in French. La livre. And yeah, we do not use euros only. As any
Okay.
language, you have other ones. What else? $5 américain,
Mm-hmm.
like you could say, or américain. Over here, you could change it up for dollar américain. Sorry, and I needed to put an S over there. Dollar canadien. You could say dollar only if the other person knows which one we're talking about, if you are in Montreal, something like that. And all other currencies, actually, yen, Australian, I would put here, or dollar australien. So yeah. Am I
Okay.
lagging or anything?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Done.
Okay, good. Did you write down the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, next we have using numbers in phone numbers. So you could go by using each number by itself, but we always group them. You know that in Canada, we group them into three.
Yeah.
So I will give you an example of this one, that other one. So let's try with a fiction number over here. So in US and Canada, we group them by three. So let's try a Canadian Montreal number. So I would say mon numéro est le. And in Montreal, we don't group the first part of 514. We say 514. Oh, sorry, we don't. Am I mistaken? How do you say your number in English?
Like in English,
Yeah,
like
you can
it's
give me
like
a fictive number, just the way you say it.
basically if I'm telling my number, it's like 604 eight
Yeah.
three two
Oh yeah.
8778 like that.
Yeah. I was saying group them because we make a break between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 54, 239, 39, and then the last part is 0, 0, sorry, 0, 08, 2, 08, 26. Me, I say the last part like 26.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but that's the way it is. But in France, we actually group them in two. So you see
Okay.
here, mon numéro est 06 35 20 20 48. Well, it's not finished because it's still missing two ones over here. So let me
Mm-hmm.
rewrite this. 06, let's say 35, 20, and 48. Because we don't say plus 33.
Okay.
You see, normally a number in France would be plus 33.
Okay.
You don't say it if you're over there, but you say it if you're in France,
Yep.
you don't need the country code. But if you are given your number internationally, you need to include it.
Okay.
So if I were to say my number in France, I would say to the person, mon numéro est le 006 35 35 20 48 95. And 80, does it take an S or? I don't think so. I don't think so. From what you wrote on your notebook, 95.
No.
No, it doesn't take an S. That's what I'm guessing. 95. Given my number internationally, I would say plus 33, like if it was a French number,
Mm-hmm.
33, and then I would continue with what I gave to the person. See this part. Do not forget to put commas between them.
Mm-hmm.
definitely. 6, 5, 20, 48, 95. The other one, when you give your number, like Canadian number to someone internationally, you just have to say plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 1, and then you put all the rest.
Okay. Done.
Okay, good. Let me just take a snippet of this
Okay.
because I know I want to show it to my assistant. I need more stuff like this. Sorry. Okay, good. We got it. Okay, so now we're going to move to something else, which is using number for counting people.
Okay.
Let's try this. Using number and counting people. That's pretty simple. We saw Ilia before, a week ago.
Yep.
So il y a 12 élèves dans la classe. There are 12 students in the class. So yeah, basically it's pretty simple. It's il y a plus how much people are there, and here it means élève means students, as you know, in the
Yep.
classroom. In the classroom. So if you don't want to write it down, and let me
Yep.
know when you're done.
Done.
Okay, perfect. Using number and addresses. Same thing. J'habite au 37 rue Lafayette. I live in 37 Lafayette Street. For example, if I were to say an address that I had before, let me try something else because je vivais, I used to live au 51. Donc, basically when it's 50, 30 or something like that,
Yep.
it's gonna be 51. I'm gonna break it down into 2. 51. 51, 36. 6 rue Dessel. Dessel Avenue. Or Avenue Dessel. Avenue Dessel. It's Avenue Dessel, if I remember correctly. Dessel. But sometimes we can say it by thousands. So, je vivais au 6600 rue, non, boulevard, road. It's chemin.
Okay.
Chemin, so, chemin Kildare. So this one is avenue, you guessed it. This one is road. So this one is 6,600 Kildare Road. I used to live. So you understood how sometimes You
Yeah.
can say it this way or the other.
Yep.
You want to take them as examples?
Sure.
And then we will move to exercises.
Okay. Done.
Okay, perfect. So fill in the blanks. You have the numbers. Now
Yep.
you need to fill in the blanks with this. So do it
Okay.
on your notebook and send me a picture once you're done.
Okay.
Once you write it down, let me know so that I can move you to exercise 2 to
Okay.
write it down so that you can do them both at the same time.
Done.
Perfect. So write down this exercise.
Okay. So, 25. This is done.
Perfect. So now do them and let me know. Send me a picture once you're done.
Okay. Um, Done.
Right. Let me pull it up over here.
Because I wrote it so many times, so I kind of remember them.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I asked you to write it actually,
Yeah.
because I knew that if you write it, it's gonna be easier. So let's correct it. So this one is, let me annotate. So this one is 17. That's good. 25. You got that part good too. 41. That's good too. Uh, okay, 41. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine.
I'll just put it maybe over here. Yeah. 90. Yes, you got that right from what I see. And some. That's good. Okay. So let me go back, go forward. So I will clean this. Next one. 13, 13, 22, 48, 75. 75. Parfait. I will just write them for other purposes.
Okay.
So 13, 22 is 22. Et 48. You just missed the dash between them.
Okay.
It. You think there is dash, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think, but let me double check. There is, yeah.
yeah. 75. And the dash for the last one too.
Yep.
Yeah. Just make sure you have all dashes.
Yep.
Yeah, even 22.
Yep. Okay. Done.
Perfect. So let me clear out this and move on to the speed challenge. Say the number from 1 to 30 as fast as you can.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead first, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay.
You're very fast.
Oh, yeah, well, I know French. That's why.
Yeah.
Try as fast as you can. It's not.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Almost there.
27,
Go on.
20, 28, 29, 30. 30, 30.
Awesome. That's good. Okay, you were fast. You were fast.
But you are really fast.
Well, that's normal. I know French since I'm 5. Okay. Now, I think this is going. Let me check what I have after that. Yeah. So this is the last exercise. Write 5 sentences using numbers in real life situation. So you could say the time, you could say how old you are, you could say
Okay.
what else? You could count people, you could say how much something costs. So
Okay.
yeah, so I need 5 sentences, different
Okay.
types.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Done. I'll send you the picture.
Okay. So, il est 10h08. That's perfect. Nous avons une voiture. OK. Il a 15 ans. J'habite au 32 286 Avenue Park. That's good. Mon numéro est 605 3 non, 357 7 4 89. Ah, wait, wait. Yeah, the way you said it is good. You could say
Because
it that way.
because that's how we say it in Canada, right?
Yeah,
Six,
yeah, yeah.
so 600.
542 726. Yeah. 0914. Yeah, definitely that's why I would say it. But sometimes other part of Canada say it differently.
Okay, yeah. I
So
just want you to
perfect.
try it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. We are going to move to common mistakes and tips before recapping.
Yeah.
Common mistakes and tips. You confusing 70 with 70, which is a bit Belgian and Swiss French. They use 70 for 70. Okay? This is just adding to you if you ever hear someone say that. It
Okay.
means they lived in Belgium or Switzerland before. Okay?
Okay.
Forgetting the A in 21, 20, 31, which means 21, 31,
Mhm.
you know, that's a common mistake people make. Mixing up 80 et 80, which means the 80 that has an S, you
Mhm.
know, the 80, but the 81 plus does not. They do not have an S. Just remember that. If you want to write them
Okay.
down, you're welcome to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I'm just gonna write them down here.
Yeah, please. These are the common mistakes that I have seen over the years.
Done.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so basically recap. I wouldn't say this is your homework. Your homework is gonna be more than this.
Okay.
So always review your number from 0 to 100. Practice counting out loud. That's what I want you to do, like while you wait for the homework to be sent.
Okay.
Yeah, then forget about writing 5 sentences about using real numbers in real life situation because you have already done it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's
And
it
for
for our session today.
okay. And for tomorrow, I'm just gonna do the ILEA homework, right? That I did today.
Yeah. You're not
And then
elected. The one you will receive it tomorrow, as we do
okay.
like two sessions, and then you receive the homeworks for the weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So I'll see you on the next one.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. So that's it for this lesson, everybody. If you need to do any of the exercises that we have seen, please do not hesitate to pause while you're doing them, especially this ones we did not give part answers, But yeah, definitely try. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below. And thank you for watching.